Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the While We Walk podcast, where I discuss my thoughts for the day. Today is April 11th. It's a Thursday. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and yeah, going for another walk. Now, it just finished raining, and it is expected to rain at around 2 p.m., 3 p.m.-ish. So what I intend on doing is just doing 4 laps. So it equates to around basically 20,000 steps. So I'm going to get my 20,000 steps in with this one walk. Yesterday I did 10,000 in the first walk, and second walk I did 10,000. And in other news, I actually lost weight again today, and now I'm at 196.5, which is the lowest weight I've been in over 2 years. And actually, some point 2 years ago, I did like 11-day fast, and I got down to 181. And so, yeah, I'm actually going to be lower than that, but doing it the right way while eating. And so it was definitely the sodium that was holding my weight for sure. I've been eating way too much sodium the past few days. So the fact that I cut the sodium in more than half, I've been able to lose weight every day, pretty much the following 2 days. And another thing I did, right, was I started drinking a lot of water yesterday, because apparently if you have a lot of sodium in your body, one way to get rid of the sodium is by drinking a lot of water. So I may be continuing to lose weight essentially this week, but I did have a chat with my father yesterday, and we're gonna meet up for lunch tomorrow. And so what I'm gonna do for that is, in the morning, instead of normally eating my oatmeal, I'm just going to get 2 scoops of protein for breakfast, and 2 scoops of protein later on there as well, because I'm going to eat a lot for lunch. And so I just want to make sure I get my protein intake in. And yeah, so what I'm going to do, what I had for this breakfast is, instead of having the 2 scoops that I normally have for breakfast this morning, I instead had 1 scoop of protein and 1 scoop of collagen instead because I've been noticing I've been taking way too much protein. So what I did instead was, after that, before I came out for this walk, I had 2 servings this time of oatmeal. So that's 1 full cup, because half a cup is a serving. So I had 2 servings, or 1 full cup of oatmeal, along with a scoop of protein and a serving of frozen blueberries, which is around 160 grams. So yeah, after this walk, and I intend on doing 20,000 steps with this one walk, I'm going to essentially can't even think right now. I'm going to, yeah, the reason why I'm doing I want to eat another 2 scoop servings of oatmeal, or 1 cup of oatmeal, along with the protein powder again. And I could up my calories now, because I'm actually dropping way too much weight right now, believe it or not. I wanna like average like around at most 2 pounds a week. I don't want to burn more than that, because I'm afraid that it's coming off from muscle instead of the fat. And so I'm going to keep on upping my calories until I stop losing weight, and then start gradually removing the calories. So at this point, I'm in the process of slowly adding additional calories into my diet, and I'm going to do that in the form of carbs. And I'm doing that by adding oatmeal adding more oatmeal to my diet, because oatmeal is like the cheapest way to add calories to the diet. Not only is it the cheapest, but the macros are so good in terms of the fiber, the fat, and obviously the carbs. But I'm mainly going to get it from the carbs is where I want to add the calories for, because my deficits have been pretty intense, and it was actually affecting my calisthenics works. Like I don't have as much energy as I normally did. So after I do this 20,000 step walk, I'm gonna cut it off at that level. Because anyways, on top of that, it's gonna rain at like around 2 p.m. 3 p.m. ish, and I could have walked it home, but I prefer walking outdoors, so I might as well just get it all done in one shot before the rain starts coming in again. I might also, after this walk, get a haircut. If I don't decide not to get a haircut, I'll just get it tomorrow morning, even though it's gonna rain tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's plan of action for today. I did trade today in the futures market. I ended up being like down, but it's like pretty much flat. The market's been relatively crazy the past like since yesterday after the CPI print, and so I was being very cautious in my trading, but I didn't, definitely I didn't lose as much as I thought I would. Tomorrow is another day, and there's no reports tomorrow, so at least we could hopefully trade with less craziness. I'm not expecting any reports, so yeah. Yeah, I really need to go to the restroom too. Like right now there's gonna be a restroom coming up here in like around, I'd say 15 minutes or so. I could hold it by then. Hopefully it's open. It should be open because today's Thursday, and the public restrooms open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. so it should be open. But if worse comes to worse, if I have to go to the forest, I'll go to the forest. But yeah, I've been drinking so much water. Drinking the water has definitely helped, for sure, to clear out the sodium in my body. I'm gonna keep on drinking water today as well. I'm gonna drink more water than I normally drink. As a matter of fact, I wasn't drinking as much water just in general, but now that I know that sodium, I mean, holding too much water is no bueno in terms of weight. But now that I know that, I could at times like load up the sodium on weekends, yeah, or the first few days of the week, and then just cut the sodium towards the end of the week. That's my plan of action, because apparently you could like kind of manipulate your water levels in your body by doing that. So I'm actually going to look at some videos on manipulating sodium levels. And yeah, the issue with that is that it makes the foods pretty bland when you eat them. So I like to front load. I like not front load, but I like to load the sodium in my dinners, because I prefer to eat a very tasty dinner that has some sodium in it. So, but the dinner I've been eating is basically been pork loins and beans. But the beans been pretty good. I put like half a tablespoon of oil instead of the full tablespoon, and I put garlic and cilantro and the habanero pepper, and it was actually pretty good. I liked it, and I'm gonna do that again tonight. This time, instead of kidney beans, I'm gonna have black beans. And I'm thinking I might lose weight still, because you got to keep in mind, during the 3 days when I walked 40,000 steps, I was in a calorie deficit, like for like almost over 3,000 for 3 days. And yesterday I was in like over $1,000 calorie deficit. And so I'm actually expecting to lose weight tomorrow as well, which is why I want to kind of be easy on the weight loss. I'm gonna definitely up my calories for sure, up to like 2,500 at the minimum. And if I'm keep on losing weight even as I eat more, I'm gonna keep on increasing the calories, because I know I want to have room. I want to have room to lose weight by cutting calories at a high calorie count, so that when I decide to maintain my weight or gain weight, I could have a good benchmark of where I need to be. And so ideally I would like to cut at like 3,000 calories. That would be ideal. But 3,000 calories is actually a lot of food. I'm not really used to it. What I've also been attempting to do is have my dinners a lot earlier. And because apparently if you stop your last meal earlier, it's actually good for your body. But I noticed that I haven't been sleeping too much. Like, I wake up really early. Like, I woke up this morning at like 3:30, and I had to force myself to go back to sleep, but I couldn't fall asleep. I tried like for an hour trying to go back to sleep, but yeah, I don't know what the deal with that is. I think it's because I've been losing a lot of weight too fast, maybe. So I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna have to kind of increase my calories for sure. I'm gonna start that starting from Friday when I break, when I have the lunch for my father, and then yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll probably, I don't know, I want to still keep, I just want to just basically gradually increase my calorie count, gradually, while I'm losing weight. So that's going to be wild. That's going to be actually pretty neat. But I also want to kind of play with sodium too, because sodium is actually a game changer in terms of, because it's crazy. I lost from, let me actually look at my Fitbit right now. So if I'm looking at my Fitbit right now, on Tuesday, I was at 189.8, which I actually gained 0.7 pounds from Monday to Tuesday. But then from there, today I'm at 186.5. I lost 3.3 pounds in that span. And so for the week, I'm down 1.1 pounds for the week so far. But yeah, so I have room to actually lose weight in terms of my allowance. Like if I look at the other stats here, I went from like starting from March, let's see here. So March 3rd was when I started. March 3rd, March 3rd. So March 3rd was a day that I stopped drinking like on a daily basis. So I only was drinking on like 1 day a week. And from that point on, I was at 200.6 pounds. And then from there, I never was over 200 pounds. So basically, that week I averaged 199.4 pounds. The following week after that, I averaged 195.5 pounds. So for a loss of almost like 4 pounds. The week after that, I lost 3.5 pounds. The week after that, I lost almost 2.1 pounds. And then the following week, I only lost 0.4 pounds. And now we're in this week. So basically for 2 weeks, I was at the same weight, same average weight. But now I'm like actually losing it right now. So that's good. If I get down to like, I think based on the way I'm losing my weight right now, I'm actually thinking that I might actually break 186 tomorrow, potentially, based on the trends. I mean, we'll see. But I'm gonna have to kind of play around with these numbers here. I'm gonna have to we'll see what happens like tomorrow. I know I'm not gonna walk. I'm gonna walk after the meal, and it's gonna rain all morning tomorrow. But after the meal, it should be like the rain should stop. So by then, I'm gonna go for like another long walk, like another 20,000 step walk. After that, I plan on maintaining 20K, and then I'd say the last week of, I'm actually gonna slowly increase my calories week by week. But as soon as my weight stalls, I'm gonna drop the calories. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just eat the pork loin chops Those macros are pretty good. Steak, I couldn't find steak that has relatively good macros, but yeah, I'm gonna basically the majority of my meal is gonna come from oatmeal. My calories, excuse me. Like pretty much half is gonna come from beans and meat, and the other half is gonna come from oatmeals and protein powder. Pretty much where my protein content is coming from. So my dinner has the most like that one meal has so much protein. It's like 120. So I'm actually trying to lower the protein amount by increasing the amount of carbs and fat, placing those, and kind of playing around with my macros. Now, keep in mind, Sunday was the first time I actually started tracking my calories for the first time ever in my life. But actually it's huge, because now I know why my weight is the way it is, you know. I mean, I had to fast in order to lose weight in the past, but no, I don't even have to do that. I'm like, pretty much my lowest weight 2 years ago was 181, and my lowest weight ever I think is like 170, pretty much. And I'm 5'11", so you know, so at 170 I'm gonna be so goddamn ripped, it's ridiculous. I'm setting the goal at 170 only because I'm not sure if I'll be I like the way I look now, but like I said, my goal is to actually go to a weight where I'm gonna get to down to 9% body fat. I ordered the fat calipers. It should be arriving in a week or two, and once I get that, I'm gonna have a good idea of what my fat percentage is. But definitely I need to definitely up my calories for sure. And I'm not gonna go over 20,000 steps going forward, because I noticed that I'm too much in the calorie deficit, and I'm afraid that it's gonna eat away at my muscle. I'm mainly walking for my mental health, really. That's the main, it's good for health. That's the only reason why I'm walking as much as I am. But like, I don't want to overdo it where my body, like 2 days ago I was really exhausted. I was extremely exhausted 2 days ago. When we had that when I had that hot day yesterday, I was okay, but the day before yesterday I was exhausted. That's when I knew that I was really pushing too much. Today I'm fine. Yesterday I was okay. I was fine after that walk. So I'm gonna use pretty much the next few days to stick at 20,000 and then increase my calories, so that I'll have room to like drop the carbs. So I'm just basically going to up my carb intake up to like around 2,500 first, and then if I'm still losing weight, 2,700. If I'm still losing weight, another 2,500, 250, up to like 3,000. It'll be pretty sick to lose weight at 3,000 calories, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then yeah, and then that way I could like lose calorie. I could kind of gauge it better, my weight. And I'm gonna try to get my dinners in earlier than, you know, before 5 p.m. now, because I don't have to eat at night. I could just keep on drinking a lot of water. I'm actually attempting to front load my calories as early as possible. I want my last meal to be the most calories, but at the same time I want to make sure I end it as soon as possible as well. So yeah, that's the plan of action. What else is there? Yeah, but I'm almost at the restroom. I'm going to stop this recording once I enter the restroom, because I really need to go. I'm almost there. So basically, yeah, that's the plan of action. I'm not sure where I'm going to end the calories today. I'll look after I finish this walk. I'm going to put it into calories for the oatmeal, like basically, and then see and go from there. And I'm pretty much going to eat enough carbs through fruits. That's what I'm doing. And then Friday, when I track the calories, I want to try to Yeah, because normally in the past, what I used to do is I used to go crazy on the weekends, and I used to gain like 10 pounds over the weekends, and then I would lose it during the week. So what would happen is my weight would balloon up to like 10 pounds more than I normally am, and like the rest of the week I would lower that weight to where I normally was. At that time, I was usually hovering around 200 pounds to 210. That was my range. I even went, my peak was at 220 one time, which is absolutely crazy. But to think that I'm 186 now, it's pretty amazing, you know. Once I get down to like 170, you know, I may need to go even down to 165. I mean, we'll see, depending on how much muscle I have. But yeah, that's my thinking is I want to maintain 10 to 12 like 12 to 15% body fat, pretty much year round, and bulk that way. And then I think my weight should stay around 180 at most. But yeah, we'll see. All right, I'm at the restroom now here, so thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for the next episode of While We Walk.